Welcome to tutorial on how to build starsector tournament fleet using Variant Organizer app. First check our mods. We need fleet tester and AI battles. I'm launching starsector in dev mod because I want to use a feature that reloads all file assets like variant and CSV tables. We are going to use fleet tester to edit our variants and AI battles to test our fleet. We don't want to edit variants and AI battles because that would mean that we need to edit each individual ship. While preparing a variant in Fleet Tester allows us to edit it once and apply changes to every ship that uses that variant. In this hypothetical situation, we are in PvP tournament. We are facing a real dick. You can tell that is a real dick because he's using DME ships. Some warlocks, some remnants 200 DP total. Our fleet is empty. So is AI battles. Let's launch Variant Organizer. First it will ask us where our starsector folder is. Let's oblige. And done. Let's check if it loaded files correctly by looking at player 10 fleet. Seems fine. We can check his player name and stuff by clicking player and officers button. Amazing technology, much wow. We are player 11. And we're going to be tired of winning. Let's start by loading some variants into Fleet Tester. Let's do a LP. Pirate Hybrid Fleet. Let's pretend for a while that this robot audio track is perfectly in sync with what's happening in video. Let's start by adding everyone's favorite LP destroyer from Ship and Weapons Pack mod. And for our fleet's main core, we are going to use the pirate ship. Of all pirate ships, the famous Falcon P. These two ships will be enough to showcase the basics. Done. Now let's copy Falcon by holding shift. So we have two variants of Falcons to edit. Let's head back to starsector and refresh Fleet Tester mission. Now that we have our variants loaded up, we can notice that there is minor nuisance. Our weapon selection and fighter selection is clogged up by DME garbage. We can solve this. Let's head back to Variant Organizer. On the right there is Hide Weapons and Wings button. Select all the ME weapons and fighters. And click apply. Done. Now back in starsector, change will not be visible instantly. We need to restart starsector. Or we can use dev mod. While in combat press F8. It will reload CSV files and variants. Now garbage is no longer visible. Much better. Let's start editing. It's the most boring part. If I knew how to edit videos, I'd cut this part out. But instead you can watch my glorious APM in action. Such magnificent skills. Much wow. It's the only way I build my variants. Converted hangars. Missiles. A lot of missiles. We are going to build two different Falcons. Anyway. The Variant Organizer will read starsector files. That's how it knows what mods are active and what ships you can add. It's a buggy mess, but it's still more convenient than editing files manually. I recommend backing up your starsector folder before using this app. When both starsector and the app is launched, the app will actively look for new variants and mission saved folders. Each time we edit the ship in Fleet Tester, the variant is created in mission saved folder. The app will read the variant file and attach it to appropriate ship in the app. If such variant was detected, the ship will have green light bulb displayed in its left corner. You could also edit ships in AI battles mission. But I don't recommend it. It might cause bugs. And by default this option is turned off. Anyway, if app detects a AI battles variant, it will also attach it to appropriate ship. And it will be indicated by red light. App should work in Java 1.8. If you have newer Java, you could try using attached bat file. If app was working but suddenly broke, try deleting app's settings.sn and settings.txt. Also clearing Fleet Tester AI battles mission save folders might help. The app was made by putting things in and out of array lists, and by copying code from Stack Overflow. It barely works on the best of conditions. If you encounter any bugs, you can blame Thago. He promised to alpha test, but when push came to shove, he ghosted me, just like my ex. Anyway, we are almost done editing. Now we can drag and drop our variants into our fleet. We can use shift key to make copies. The larger the fleet, the more tedious it is. While not ideal, it's probably better than text files. I might make tweaks to user interface in the future to make the dragging easier. That looks wide enough. Let's check starsector PvP mission. Looks fine. We can also edit personality. Oh, context menu is not showing. Another bug. We can fix it by refreshing fleets. Anyway, by right clicking we can edit personality of each ship. Or we can also edit text file of player 11. Whatever is easier. Those variant names might look confusing. But don't worry. Just edit ships in Fleet Tester and test your fleet. The app will keep track of it. And when you're ready you can export each variant individually or whole fleet at once. We'll do it later. Now let's test. Boom boom, pretty explosions. Shield bypass, so enforcers are cowards. Pathetic. Anyway, enough of that. Let's assume that we liked our second Falcon variant performance more than the first variant. We can easily change them. Right click on variant you want to replace. And select variant you want to replace it with. And done. Let's export our fleet. We have only 2 active variants to export. We can use some prefixes or suffixes for the purpose of the tournament. We are player 11, so let's put it in the appropriate text field. Let's put our faction name as Pirates and LP. And let's rename first variant. I should have named it Enforcer Coward. Click Save and Next. Rename second variant. And done. Now export player files. And we can find everything neatly exported in the folder. Anyway, have fun.